StoutStanding here again. This time I'm doing a video on something slightly different from gaming. This is going to be all about airsoft and kit for starters. Now I'm reasonably new to airsoft, I've only been a few times, but already I've built up quite a bit of kit. And most of it relatively cheaply. So to start with, just my general stuff. This is a ex-British Army jacket. I got this from an army surplus store at a music festival, dirt cheap. Perfect for what I wanted it for. I go out in the woods when I go airsofting, so it's perfect. Next piece of kit I got was these gloves here. Almost went for the wrong set of gloves there. These gloves, which are paintballing gloves. Got these when I went paintballing before, and chopped the trigger finger off here so that I can use my finger on the trigger, sorry, nice and easily. So we'll put that away for now. Now the next essential piece of equipment for a beginner is eye protection. These are mesh goggles. These serve well, but as you can see I've upgraded to a full face mask to give me full protection all over the place, and this just looks a hell of a lot more badass. Now, the main piece of kit you're going to want is your gun. This is an M4 starter pack I got. Very cheap, this was 40 quid. It came with all these attachments except the skull candy sticker right there. It's the only thing I've added. It is two-tone in the UK, that's the law. So, you know, unfortunately, can't get an all-black one at the minute for me. So yeah, there it is. It comes with suppressor, barrel, sight, foregrip, everything you need to get you going. Although, my one word of warning is, it is a very basic kit. It works, but you're not going to be able to compete with people with a more upgraded version. As you could guess, you know, it's not that great, but it's good for a starter. Like, I'd recommend this to anyone starting. Comes with a tactical light there as well, which is reasonably bright. So yeah, we're just going to put that down for now. Next thing you're going to want, once you start playing a bit more, is a tactical vest like this. This is another ex-British Army one. A lot of my kit I've got from Army surplus stores, because it's a lot cheaper than getting it off the airsoft sites. And these have pouches with magazines in them, like that. The spare M4 magazine for that gun, we'll just dump that down, and when I find a pocket, I'm trying to do this without looking down, another M4 magazine in this pocket. It's got 3 across the front, but I found once I bought some spare magazines for my M4, and those were full, I didn't have anywhere to dump my M4 magazines when I took them out of the gun. That's what these big side pouches are good for. In one of them I store spare BDs to reload the magazine. The other one I use as a dump pouch, dump magazines in when I'm finished with them, and then I've got my pockets free, fresh mags. Now, the next upgrade I got, as opposed to the sling on the M4, which isn't great, and the M4 itself, is I bought a G&G Magpul M4. This is a combat machine by G&G. Very good, I've used it once so far, and I absolutely love it. It's amazing. Got flip-up sights. Front one comes out of the wrist rail, so you can have, you know, you can mount your optics on top of there, whatever you want. Rear sight is fully adjustable. This version came with an integrated tactical light and laser module. Comes with a fully extending buttstock on it. It's good, but because I've got quite long arms, I prefer it in the longest setting. Fully working charging handle and forward assist, which is always good. Safety on the side there. It is meant for a right-hander, so that if I was right-handed, I'd use my thumb on the safety there, like that. But because I'm left-handed, I find that if I'm shooting, I just flip my finger over like that. Not too much of a pain for me, I've got used to it, just because, you know, I have to get used to right-handed stuff all the time. As you might have seen, I have that on my sling here. This is a Viper 1-point sling, which is good for me, because it attaches on here. I've taken it off just so I could show you. Usually I leave it on like that. When I want to drop the gun, it hangs just there on my left side. perfect height for me to grab the pistol grip. I don't think you can quite see that there. Perfect height for me to grab the pistol grip when I'm weighting and bring it up to a nice and fast. Really good. So I'll just disconnect that for now. Then, oh yeah, this is the magazine for that, by the way. Here we go. It is a magazine that came with it. It's a high cap mag. I thought I'd quickly explain this for people if you're completely new to airsoft. High cap mags are high capacity. This one will hold 500 rounds in it. And if you've ever watched airsoft videos, you see people shooting, then winding the bottom of that magazine. That's because there's a little wheel on the bottom of here that winds the BBs up the spring. There's too many of them to fit into the spring itself. So you wind that, you load the BBs. Simple. So we'll dump that down as well. Now, one very useful thing if you're going through a lot of mags in a game is a speed loader. This is a very basic one. 4 BBs in the top here, put that against your magazine and simply push them in. That came with my first M4. It works well, but it's a bit impractical, so I replaced it with this. It looks like a magazine, designed to look like a magazine. Push the button on the side, and then it just works like a syringe to drop out BBs, just like that. None of them came out then because I lost it, but there you go. Another piece of equipment I've got at the minute is, I don't think you can quite see it here, so I'll disconnect it, is a drop leg holster. There we go. This is made by Viper. Has a G&G armament patch on there because my gun is G&G. This is made by Viper. Very good. Stores my speed loader in this front pouch. It's designed for a pistol magazine. It has a safety snap for your pistol, so it's not going to drop out. In here I keep my Tech 9. I'm not going to go into this because it's dirty if I don't use it. I got it from the post office when I was probably about 5 years old. But it looks cool and it gives the holster some shape, which is why I've gone for it. So that's the main pieces of kit, which are, you know, the airsoft specialised almost is what I'll say, except these. These are the latest piece of kit I bought. These are gloves designed by an American company for the US Army for rappelling. Very good gloves. Made of leather, good padding on the back here, so if you get shot in the knuckles, don't hurt as much. Very good grip, it's suede leather on the front, means you've got plenty of grip on stuff, and I can access all the little buttons and switches on my gun and everything just fine wearing these, which is really good, I think. So that's the main airsoft stuff. So I only have 2 more pieces of kit to go over now. Main piece, one of the best things you could possibly buy for airsoft, is a good pair of boots. Now, I've had these boots for quite a while because when we go on holiday with my family, we do a lot of walking, like hiking and stuff like that. So I have these. These are quite old now. I've had these for a few years. I think probably getting on 3, maybe 4 years now. These are Solomon walking / hiking boots. Incredibly good. Full Gore-Tex around the bottom, which is very waterproof. Reinforced toes. Very comfy shoe. You can buy specific airsofting ones, I'll say, or you can get like military ones. They're good, but I already had a set, and these are probably going to last me a bit longer because they are fully designed for outdoors. These are designed for proper hardcore camping, that kind of thing. So that's really good kit. Last piece of kit I'm going to show you is one very essential thing for airsoft, and that is a water bottle. It sounds stupid, but you do need to drink a lot when you're there. This is just a general military style canteen. Got this from an army surplus store as well. You know, it works well, it carries quite a lot of water in this. This will probably last me most of the day. I might refill it once in the entire day, but not very often. So, because it does hold a lot of water, and with it, it comes with a carry pouch, which is just on the belt there. I'm not sure whether you can see that properly. It's just a little carry pouch that this slides into. Very good piece of kit. Now that's the main airsoft pieces of kit you need. Like, if you have this kind of stuff, you can start easily. Essentially, all you need is a gun. You don't even need all this camo and tactical vest. But I had the jacket already from the music festival, as I've said. I got my trousers, which are DPM, same as this. from an army surplus store, along with the tactical vest to store my magazines in. Apart from that, the rest of it is off Airsoft sites. The main one I've ordered from is Airsoft World, plainly because it's a good one and it's based in the UK, so I can get it cheap. That's mainly my Airsoft kit, and that's going to be the end of my first video for Airsoft. I might put a couple out if I get some more kit or something like that, I don't know. So there we go, that's my Airsoft kit.